Hey. Oh, let me turn down that game music. I had it turned way up because I was doing something else. I am so sorry. I'm sorry I'm late. I needed to reboot my computer and I misunderstood what somebody else said. Somebody else said there was no queue, but they meant on another server in the same data center. And I took a chance and decided I was going to reboot real quick and got stuck in a queue and literally just got back in the game. I was stuck at one player in the queue for like, I'm not even being sarcastic, for like 3 or 4 minutes. It was very weird. But my apologies. But we're here. We're here. We did it. We made it. Sometime today we're going to be voting on the clips that were submitted. There was only 5 of them that were submitted, which is fine. There's a couple. I think they're pretty good. Let me get over to that. Okay, it's over here. Okay. How many is it? 1. Oh no, there's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 5. Okay. So we'll be picking the best one, and whoever wins gets $15 from the Final Fantasy store to spend however they would like. So yeah. My plan today, I'm sorry, I'm very frazzled because I don't like that I wasn't on time, and that just got me a little anxious and a little frazzled. I do want to say thank you to Rogers for the bits. It was 100 bits, I think it was, right? From Janella's stream. And then there was another 100 bits from Nuclear John, which I very much appreciate. I stand by that one. Stand by what one? The clip that you got? That was really funny too, because I had just like talked about the clip contest that it was gonna start the next day. Always on time. I do try to be always on time. Sometimes I'm a minute or 2 late, but that's so I'm a little butthurt that I was late, and it just made me really frazzled from being late. But I got everything. Everything's working. Everything's on like it's supposed to. I remembered to turn my VPN on so I don't get kicked during the dungeon runs or trials or raids or whatever it is I end up doing. So yeah, I'm just sipping on my coffee just a little bit. I've been nursing this coffee since lunchtime, so it's nice and cold. It's iced coffee at this point. So my plan today is I was gonna do some more Heidelin runs, but I think I need to take a little bit of a break from that. So instead, I wanted to farm the other extreme a little bit. I haven't done it. I did it like, how many times did I do it? I have 2 tokens and I think I spent 5. So I think I got 7 completes. Was it? Did I spend 5? Hold on, let's go look. Let's go look. I'm pretty sure I bought a piece. A ring. Yeah, I did buy one. So I do have 7 completes on there, but I'm really bad at that one. So, I don't really want to do it, but I am. I'm gonna, but I don't really want to. And then if I get really frustrated with that, which I'm pretty good at, checking myself. If I get frustrated with the groups or with myself, then I'll just hop on Pugilist, which is now Monk, because I have successfully unlocked Monk. Hi Quicken, how are you? But that's the plan. So we're gonna start with the Zodiark and see how I do with Zodiark, and then switch over to Monk if I get frustrated or aggravated. And then if Bug pops in and he wants to try again for a clear today, I'll be more than happy to run through Heidelin a couple of times as well, but we'll see. We'll see. My goal is to get a couple completes on Zodiark without getting mad. So, okay, let's start looking for a party. Oh, goodness. Really? There's only like one? What? I mean, I'll do it. I guess. That's surprising. There's usually like loads. I usually click on a Zodiark one by accident. Hopefully it doesn't take too long for the group to fill. Although I'm concerned because there's only two. Which leads me up. Nope, there's more now. Who runs in this band? Bring the quick clears. Oof. Oof. Everyone doing Haida? Yeah. Yep. I need a break from Heidelin. I need to start going for the mount. Yep, me too. I mean, I've been, but yeah. Maybe this weekend. I think this weekend I'm just gonna devote, like, I do have a lot of stuff, like household stuff that I have to do, like windows and like blinds and stuff like that. I haven't done them in a minute, so I need to do that. And then I have some other like household chores that I have to do that I've kind of put off for a little bit, but it's, you know, that time. But in between doing all that, I think I'm just gonna spend most of my Saturday idling back to back to back so I could get that damn mount. Or maybe I'll get lucky and I will get it tomorrow morning because I don't have to work tomorrow. So maybe I'll get it tomorrow sometime during the day. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe. And maybe I won't roll a 1 this time. If I do that, then I'll die. If you do what? Do it over and over? An FC mate rolled 93 on 1 last night. And did he get it? Or was he outrolled by the 94? They got beat out by a 94, right? Of course they did. The first one that I saw I rolled a 90 and the other person rolled a 91. And then the next 2 that I've seen, I rolled a 1. Both times. Guys, I'm really bad at this fight, so thoughts and prayers for Fire. But I'm gonna do my best. I didn't practice this one as much as I practiced the other one, so I've probably dumped like a good, honestly, like 30 hours into the other one. A Heidelin. And then the person left. Oh, see, I wouldn't. Would I leave? I don't know. I don't know if I would leave. I would. I guess it would depend. It would depend on if I've been like doing it all day and like this same group I've been doing it all day. But I would probably, honest to God, I would probably stay like a couple more runs after, just to kind of help, because you know what I mean? Like they helped me get it. So I want to help somebody else get it. It was a fresh made farm party finder. Oh yeah, see that? The
end has come, and it will be beautiful.
I think we start like over here, don't we? In a minute. Kit Kat, you know, you had hours in my lap today while I was working. Now is not the time.
Will you live to see the end?
Remember, we're supposed to move to middle right away. And he's gonna do some bullshit, right? First bullshit achieved. And we're fine here, okay. Then he does some more bullshit right now, doesn't he? No, you listen.
I've waited for this
Son of a bitch. I looked at chat. Okay, come fine. I'm sorry, Ryan. I'm gonna have to look in a minute. Did I unselect him? Oh no, I didn't. Okay. And I got a ray from Janella. Thank you so much, Janella. I am kind of in the worst possible position right now to be accepting a rating. Where's our Dorito? There he is. Okay. I'm doing an extreme run, and I'm ass water at this one. Okay, I didn't get hit. That's excellent. And welcome, Raiders. Janella, I can't look right now to see your answer, but I hope that your entire stream was awesome. I was only there for a little bit.
My life's work, my masterpiece.
Thank God. Alright, I haven't gotten clipped by anything so far. Oh, can you tell what's going on? Well, you just kind of do, I guess. Get used to it after a while. This one's not too bad. The other one, though. Son of a bitch balls. Get hit. I did not get hit. Excellent. God, we gotta kill that one. We did it. If we would not have killed that literally within seconds, that would have wiped the whole group. This one is much worse. 200% worse. Yes. I hate this one compared to the other one. Do you know who I am? I do not know who you are. I assume you are one Mega Mix 1. I think we're gonna have Astral Stars here in a second, right? Right? Which I am shit at. So basically he's gonna show us in the sky where we're going. But it's like backwards. Alright, middle. And then fucking, oh god, fuck, top, I guess, I don't know. And then get the hell out of the way. Shitballs? Woo! Okay, we've survived. I didn't do any fucking DPS that whole time, though. But that's alright, we lived! Let's get my sticks out. Now it's gonna get worse. There's the Dorito. So I keep saying Dorito, but I'm talking about the player that has a triangle on their head. For those of you that don't play Final Fantasy, they allegedly know where they're going so we don't get killed. So far, they have not steered us wrong. Tank Buster. I don't know what all that bullshit is that you just typed out, but, yeah. Do I have any mod? Thanks, Darkness. You could go ahead and ban as well. Oh god. Okay, I made it. Thank you very much, Darkness. I would have done it, but you know. I think we gotta run too, because we're gonna have AoEs beneath us in a minute, don't we? Or is that later, I guess? Should be safe here. Yep. Shitballs. There. Okay, and I have my steps up like at all. I'm good in the middle. I gotta move down. I don't know. I'm just following the Dorito. Get balls. They were spouting all kinds of silliness. Janella. Alright, I need to get my steps up too at some point here. Little triangle, where are you? There you are. I'm like ass water at this fight anyway, but then on top of it, like recovering from like dead is rough.
Will you live to see the end?
Okay, yeah, we're good. Oh, that was the extra stack one. That's okay, as long as I was there the whole time, so that's good. Oh no, I was fine, okay. I thought I was gonna get hit by the first one, but I didn't. Okay. Little Dorito, where are you? Red, blue, green. This. I don't remember what the hell this is. Oh, it's that one. The raid wide. Oh shit. Ooh, the mechanics. Please don't get clipped. Alright. We did it. We survived another round of his bullshit. He's at 2%, so we should get him. Good. Excellent, we got him. I don't know if he was the bot or not. I thought he was, I could have sworn I saw him, like, chatting in, Janella's stream, but... that's just agreed at this point. Oh, let's see. Agreed on that. Agreed on that. And we'll agree on that. See if we get anything. Bummer. I did it for funsies. He came from my stream. I'm sorry if they said something wrong. They are from Russia and sometimes things don't come across right. Oh, they were like doing, what the hell is it called? ASCII art, and it was like middle fingers shooting stuff. I'll show you. I still have it in my Chatterino. Oh no, do I want to do this again? Let's see. I have you on my friends list, don't I? Oh, Janella, we're not friends. For whatever reason. I thought we was. Oh, there you are. Do message. Gosh, what happened? Okay, I guess we're doing this again because I already failed to leave the group fast enough to not have to do it again, and I don't want to be a dick and leave them like in the middle of, you know, them doing the run. Hopefully this time we could do it without dying. Excellent. Oh, dang, I'm sorry. You don't need to apologize. You're not responsible for other people. Not even a little bit. There is nothing to apologize for. And even so, like, even if they, you know, someday down the road, you know, send, you know, a ban, whatever it's called, like an unban request or whatever, I would consider it. But I don't have time for that shit today.
The end has come.
Okay, so we're gonna try and pay attention a little bit better than we did last time. And not only not die, but not depend on the Dorito so much. Although, where are they? They're right there. Okay, got it.
Become flesh.
And to be honest, I don't think I'm going to get any gear because it seems like everybody in this group needed stuff. So, and I'm trying to get it from like my red mage, my bard, my that's it. That's all I have at 90, I think. And it seemed like everybody was needing things. And I'll only be able to get them, you know, agreed, since I'm playing on Dancer. If it happens in my chat, then yeah, DK what to do it, but if he's disrespecting you, then by all means ban. Wow, I stood there like an idiot. Oh god, this poor group. I do need to dip out of it. I'm doing them more damage than good.
How I've waited for this day.
Doing the group wide. It's because they aren't playing Gun Mage? Oh, because I'm not playing Gun Mage. Who knows?
The natural order overturned.
Am I in the right spot? I mean, I see the Dorito here, so I assume I'm in the right spot.
All in existence, bent to my will.
Just say, I thought we all go in the middle after that.
My life's work, my masterpiece.
Okay. Hello, green, blue.
Darkness rises.
Let's pay attention to what's going on over there, too. I did not get clipped. I need to get to the other side. And then I think it's a triangle in the middle this time. Yeah. Oh, we finished the phase! Nice.
The instruments of salvation. Tolling the death knell of all creation.
I got myself turned around, shit. There we go.
Still you refuse to yield. The great cataclysm, faithfully recreated. From broken skies,
Alright, middle is safe. And then, shit, that spot there. Okay. And then we gotta dip out, like, immediately. And then get back over here immediately. Jesus! But I did not die. I got hit, but I didn't die. Dorito, are you sure? I was gonna say.
All in existence, bent to my will.
Get away from us, tank. Okay. I don't want to jinx myself and say anything, really? When are you leveling Machinist? So my plan is, because Machinist is in the, you know, the ranged DPS, and we all know that I very much love my ranged DPS. I don't think this is the right way. All birds, okay. And my plan is to do a melee DPS next, pugilist, and then go into tank, and then go into heals, and then go back to the son of a bitch. All right, footwork. And now I gotta get all the way up there. God damn it. Oh, I could have stayed in the back because I think he's got the same thing in the back where you can sit in like that little sliver as well. But yeah, that's the plan. Only because we know for a fact that I love my ranged DPS. And my concern is that I'm gonna hate the other ones. Excuse me. And I want to do something that I like for sure and like weave it in between the other stuff. So that way I know I'm, you know what I mean? Like if I don't like it, then, God damn it. Oh shit, I thought I was, oh God, oh God, oh God. That was so stupid. I can't believe I ran off the edge. That was a self-inflicted death. Yeah, because I don't want to get... Hold on, let me just make sure I'm in the right spot. I'm afraid that I'm going to get stuck in a loop of classes that I don't like. Oh my god.
Will you live to see the
Don't
end?
even res me, guys. Don't even res me. Surprisingly, I haven't hated Pugilist so far. And I just got it today. I unlocked Monk. And I don't hate it. I did hate it for a second in a dungeon. I thought I was out of that. Man, I'm sorry, group. I'm gonna leave this group like immediately. You used to not get most of your class features till like 50 plus. Do you get them earlier now?
All in existence, bend to my will.
I'm sorry, group. I'm trying to get my shit together. They make it so you get it around 35 now. Ooh. I'm 31, I think. 31 or 32. Poor healer's probably cursing my name.
Live to see the
This
end.
bitch died 3 times already. How do you know we're going here already? Whatever you say, little Dorito.
All in existence, bend to my will. Will you live to see the end? Now comes the end beam, and all you hold dear.
Oh, is this his rage? Yeah. Now's my opportunity to dip. I think I'm gonna stay though, because I feel bad. I need to play. I need to pally, but I need to pally it, but Sam and Reaper need levels. After Summoner, of course. My entire class selection changed with the exception of Machinist. Summoner instead of BLM. Sage instead of White Mage. Warrior instead of Paladin. Reaper instead of Sam for now. So initially, like when because remember Summoner was my first love. And initially, I was thinking that I'm probably gonna level like in the same order that I did last time. But I just fell in love with Dancer. So much.
The end has come, and it will be beautiful.
Let's see if we can not embarrass ourselves this round.
Malice, become flesh.
Did you do Machinist or Dancer first? I think I did Dancer first. Did Dancer, then Machinist, and then I snuck in Black Mage right before the expansion hit. Right? Wasn't that how I did it?
The marvels of Sirius were but playthings.
I think I went Summoner, Bard, then Red Mage. Oh god, this is gonna go off. Son of a bitch! I almost fell off the edge there too, by the way. I don't know if you all saw it. One of my little feet was definitely hanging off of the edge there.
How I've waited for this day.
I think he's doing a group wide. No. And you know, the funny thing was, Buck was talking about this fight yesterday, and he was saying how he gets like motion sick from it, and like I kind of, yeah.
The natural order overturned.
Yeah, I agree. All this spinning shit. Can you guys make a decision of where's the right spot, please?
All in existence, bent to my will.
It's a group wide. Oh no, that's not a group wide. That's him throwing the stuff out.
Masterpiece.
There's a snake there, so I can't go all the way up front. Oh, excuse me, my goodness.
Darkness rises.
Alright, we can stay here. These two far ones are down, so that's good.
The instruments of salvation.
I probably should have saved this for after, because we're gonna have like 4 or 5 seconds.
Still you refuse to yield.
Or maybe it's 10. Oh, maybe it's worth it then,
Cataclysm.
before we have the astral eclipse again. And we're not gonna die this time.
From broken skies fall tears of flame. All shall bow.
Middle. And then the other corner, I think. Look at that, I didn't get hit. The healer's probably like, thank God. Honestly, the healer probably didn't even notice. They're probably busy rezzing other people.
All in existence, bend to my will.
Oh, lordy. You know those crazy cravings you get randomly? I just had a mega craving for an extremely juicy burger with massive pickles on it. That's hilarious. I had pickles with my dinner today. Now that you mentioned a burger, I want one. You guys have Five Guys out there? I have one in town too.
All in existence, bend to my will.
How'd your Final Fantasy cookbook dinner go? So I did it for Thanksgiving. And it was delicious. Oh, I thought that was the one where we have the stuff under us right away. But it was not. I was ready for it though. Shit, that one didn't resolve yet. Now I gotta get up in his face. Damn it. Oh, that's right, it's another astral. Okay. Little Dorito, I follow you. Wow, where did my time go? The expansion. It feels like it just came out. Yeah, Spire. Look at you getting the mechanics. I mean, you're following a Dorito for the astral stuff, but you're doing it, you're doing it. I'm gonna take a break from this after this run. Whether we make it or not. This is already like super high stress. Oh shit balls. See, I was ready last time, but not this time. Ask me in 28 and a half hours, what year is it? Oh shit, it is almost. Fuck, that's right, tomorrow's New Year's Eve. I know, right? Green, red, yellow, blue. Stand on the Dorito. Oh shit, they moved. Good thing I was freaking looking, man. Because usually I just look where they stand and then I just start looking down somewhere else. I would have been toast. Shit. I saw him turn. I sure did. For a minute there, I was standing by myself and I got a little nervous because I was all by my lonesome. We're gonna get in before it resolves? Yeah. Dead. Jesus, man, don't do that to me. This is the boss battle where you fight the color wheel. What's this? I need that. I don't know. A 19. It's gonna create everything. Please, please.
I need healing.
I need more than healing. I'm not getting shit from this.
I need healing. I need healing.
So when you're running around in game, are you using your mouse or are you using WASD when you're moving? Let me dip on this group like right now. I mean, that's awesome. I did get, 2 clears. So that's 2 more clears that I didn't have. So now I have 4 and 5, 9 because I spend 5 tokens. WASD. I do too, but sometimes depending on what I'm doing, like I'll switch between. So like right now I'm running with my WASD, right? But then sometimes I just need to switch to mouse while I'm doing, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Why do you have so many hammers? Don't worry about the hammers. These hammers are nothing that you need to worry your little head about. Those hammers are, I was working on, what the hell was I working on? What the hell was that? Oh, Plasmus, thank you for hosting. Thank you so much. I was leveling up, whatchamashit, blacksmith? Wait, did you take the top bar off because I said something? Oh, no, I didn't. Actually, I fucked up because I had it off earlier when I was doing stuff. Thank you for mentioning it. I had that off, and let me check. There was one other thing I turned off too. Was it this? Thank you. Because, damn. The whatchamashitter, I'm stealing this. Yep, I use it all the time. Whatchamashitter. What's the other one? What's the other one that I do? I can't remember the other one now. It just comes out randomly. Okay, I need to stretch. Jesus. See, that's like, that's what I'm talking about. Like because when I rebooted and stuff, and then I was late and I was stuck in the queue. Usually I have this whole checklist that I do right before, and I did some of it, just not all of it. So then my little banner didn't pop up at all or anything. The little overlay wasn't up. Oh, Jesus. Okay. I think everything's on now. Thank you for saying something. It's embarrassing. These aren't showing up right now. That's alright, I'm sure they'll pop up eventually. I'm just playing with it to make sure it's all right. There we go. Just need to be on top. Is that everything now? All 4 of them? Yep. Okay, perfect. Recent follower up there? Okay, good. Good, good. Jesus. Make that smaller. Okay, now it's out of my face. Okay, so... I'm kind of torn because I kind of want to play Monk, but I kind of don't want to play Monk at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I have been like, the only thing that I don't understand, which I do have a question about. So the only thing that I don't exactly understand is this particular skill. I know what it does. I know when you're sitting there hitting it while you're fighting something, it gives you 1 charge, chakra or whatever they're called in the thing. Hold on. I can't do 2 things at once. Not this one. I always do that. This one. I think it's called meditate. Is that what it's called? Meditation, yeah. Okay, so it opens all 5, yeah, open all 5 chakras, blah blah blah. So it lights up a thing in this dragon head that you can't see me mousing over because I got my mouse, you know, so you can't see it. But no idea if it has to do with the gauge. It does. It definitely does. So every time you do use it, it opens up a chakra, right? But it doesn't do any damage. Where's a place that I could go to a dummy right away? Like real quick, like they're right there. I got Monk to 50 before and didn't have it. Oh, okay. Can't help you. I think there's one in, is it Mordana? I got one at my FC house and go to Ultima for the 91s. Shit. There's one in one of these spots here. I just can't remember which one it is. This one? What's the one that's on top of the hill? So helpful, right? It's on top of the hill and there's like the orange trees or whatever by it. This is not it. Is it this one? I'm just gonna click on them randomly until I find one. But they're literally like right there. I'll know it as soon as I see the spot. I'm gonna go smack a dummy and figure it out for you. This is the one. This is the spot. They're down here somewhere. Why am I walking like a peasant? There they are. Jesus. Everybody busy with the dummies. Okay. So, right. Okay. So now I'm, you know, blah, blah, blah. So I don't think it does any damage when I use that. Yeah, it doesn't. It just gives me a charge, right? So I just keep going, charge it up. I mean, obviously I'm not going to do that while I'm fighting. I'm going to do other shit. Or is it actually giving it... It is doing damage. Or is that just my auto hits? I think it's just my auto hits. Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand. I'm going to turn the auto help off. Or action help off. It doesn't say that it does damage when you mouse over it. So I think like the damage that's happening is just my auto hits or whatever. And then this is just while I'm fighting stuff, you know, I could fill it up real quick. But I don't have meditation. You don't have meditation? Wait, never mind, found. I was going to say, if you're higher level than my monk, you have to have it. I'm going to go smack a thing or two because I'm at like 73,000 experience. Where am I right now? I am in Middle Lanosia. Damn it, I don't have any nearby. Shit, okay. So we're gonna go, let's go to East Shroud. Oh, am I still fighting my, I'm still fighting my dummy. Shroud. Am I far away enough? Oh, my damn chocobo was still fighting it. Okay. East Shroud. Nine ivies. Like here somewhere. I had to look at chat because I use the same sound for like my raid and stuff. Alright, where the hell are these dudes at? I could Google it, but I don't want to. Oh, it's the little poison dudes. So when you get 5 chakra, you can do an attack with the meditation button. It's yeah. You also get other attacks you can do with 5 chakra. Yeah, I know that, but while you're doing the meditation, it's not doing any damage, right? Like it's just, you're just charging it up. You're just charging up your chakra. Okay, that's what I thought. Do you charge up the chakra any other way? Or chakras? If it says it doesn't, it doesn't. Well, it doesn't say that it doesn't, but it doesn't say that it does. If that makes sense. Like, it does not say does not do damage, but it does not say does damage. If it doesn't have potency in it, then it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't. See, the only thing that I don't want to say that I don't like, I guess the word I want to use is annoys me then, is that it uses the same timer as, you know, this stuff. As, you know, Boot Shine, Twin Snakes, and Snap Punch. So I have to make a decision. Am I actually gonna hit it, or am I gonna just do my chakra charge? Where the fuck are these dudes? I'm just gonna Google it. Where's Google? Google. Hunting log. Who the hell are these guys? 23, 29. 23 and 29 is south. So close. So close. It's a big boy fate. Charge when dodging. Oh, that's a good idea. That is brilliant. Yeah, I would have never thought of that shit on my own. Funny being in a room with 2 folks I have been saying the name wrong on. Roger, then. Were you saying A. Kroger? I said his name wrong for a while too. So I just call him Rogers now. And it's okay. Pyre, fire, it's close enough. If I cared, I would have said something, you know what I mean? Like, and obviously I didn't say anything, so I didn't care. So. I had somebody in the chat a while ago that I can't remember what their name is now, but Jesus fuck balls. There was no vowels. Like, how the fuck am I supposed to pronounce that shit? In a way, Pyre is just a fancy fire. Yes, please, Plasmus, continue calling me Pyre. Please. I'm a bougie fire. Okay, Alright, so now I'm 32, and did it say I could do my quest yet? Or is it... I didn't even fucking pay attention. I don't think I can. I think is it every 5 now that I'm 30? Or is it every 3? 5, okay. And then when I get to 50, it changes to like every 2 or 3 or some shit, right? And then it changes... No, and then I'm done, eventually. Toss this bottle of vodka into fire as requested. It explodes. Oh, goodness. Alright, I gotta switch my ears because my ears are bothering me. Okay. Okay, originally I was planning that we were gonna do the voting on the clips today. Are you guys cool with me moving it to tomorrow, or do you guys want to do it today? I don't care one way or the other. But tomorrow I'm planning on streaming significantly longer. And today I'm already a little behind and flabbergasted from my late start. All on you. That's not helpful. It is helpful, but not helpful. All right, we'll wait till like let's do like 8:30. Either one, I think it really won't matter either way. Okay. We have quite a few people, probably mostly lurkers, but I feel like today would be probably better. I'm just running around in a circle now. I forgot what I was doing. Oh, yes. I was completing my hunting log first, and then I was going to queue up for a dungeon. And that'll probably take us right to 8:30. Why don't I queue up for one now? Join. Alright, South Shroud. Fire, I'm gonna have to level monk now. How dare you? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm not even a little bit sorry. But you see what I was saying? So, like, we know, because, like, I got them all to 80 at least, right? So we know physical and magical ranged is definitely, like, the classes that I adore. But, and you got what I was saying earlier, right? Like, now I'm going to do monk, and then I'm going to pick one of these, and then I'm going to pick one of these. After tank, if I hate tank, I might dip into, one of the ranged, or another melee DPS, like if I didn't hate melee DPS just now. So like if I don't hate monk, but I really hated gladiator, let's say, then I'm gonna jump back to one of these down here before I go to healer, because I don't know if I'm gonna like healer, but I am gonna know if I like any of these. So that's my plan, is I just kind of want to switch between what I know I like and what I'm not sure that I like, so that way I'm not stuck in a endless loophole. Like, honestly, if I did all of the physical and magical ranged right now, we know I'm gonna have a blast. Melee, I don't know. Tank, don't know. Heals, you guys all know I'm scared shitless to do that, so could you imagine if I left all the heals for last and then here I am stuck doing 4 healers? I'll be miserable. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna hate it all, aren't I? I'm gonna hate everything. Melee is dangerous. Is it? I don't mind dying. Dying doesn't piss me off. You'll probably hit the dirt more than other classes. Dying doesn't piss me off. I get frustrated with myself when, like, when I'm doing something wrong. So like when I was doing those Zodiark fights earlier, I wasn't mad at the mechanics or anybody else. I was mad that I was playing like shithole. Top reason I haven't gotten Sam to 90 yet. I don't know. Darkness plays Samurai, Ninja. I don't know if he leveled his Ninja. Darkness, you're still on the Samurai kick, right? No, you're done with Samurai. He's 90 now, isn't he? Let me look. Oh, you're playing Reaper now. That's what you're doing. I keep forgetting that I could do this. Yeah, Samurai got to 90. Gunbreaker to 90. Reaper to 90. I wonder what class you're doing next. Black Mage, probably. I bet you it's Black Mage. Black Mage, Ninja, or Rogue. I mean, I'm sorry, Ninja or Black Mage. Probably Black Mage, though. This is the one that levels together, right? Yeah. So this is a stupid question. I know it's stupid before I even ask it. Right? So like when I level up Summoner, it also levels Scholar and Arcanist, right? Is there any point to ever play as, quote, just the Arcanist? There isn't, right? I'm happy if my wizard lives to level 20. D&D problems? I don't think I've ever had a character get to level 20. We always either started at 1 or 5 and then got up to like 8 or 10. I gotta call you out for that one, Fire. Why? The question? Forgive me? No, that's what I was just curious because when I was looking at, hold on, I'm gonna tell you why I asked it. Like I know there is no point in doing that ever, but it was just weird when I looked at that it shows up here. You know what I mean? But it doesn't show up here when I look here. But they're all here, which I think is weird. What's mine look like? Probably similar. Yeah, it does. They're the base. Technically, they're a separate thing. They're the base classes. They aren't jobs. Oh, okay. Then I don't understand why. Forgive me for sounding fucking dumb. Why do they leave it here? Like, I get it. Okay, so I get it right now. It's still there because I didn't unlock the other one, right? But I don't understand why they would bother keeping Arcanist and Thaumaturge here because I've already unlocked and leveled, you know, the other ones. And same thing for Bard. Like, or Archer. I don't understand why it's still here when I've already leveled up Bard. Do you know what I mean? Like, I get it if I hadn't unlocked Bard, that it would still be here. I just don't understand why it stays there. Fire, I'm in a Wednesday game. We are a party of 4 level 3s in hell. Because if they do something to your character or whatever and all your stuff gets unequipped, then you have to have a base class. If not, then you wouldn't be able to play the game. Oh, you're right. Okay, so that makes sense. Yeah, because like when I change classes, I change the weapon first. And then this is just... Okay, I get it. I understand. So it makes sense to keep it there. Okay. We was doing this. There was a post on the Reddit recently of someone who just started playing with their original 1.0 character and they didn't have a level or class, so they couldn't even start the MSQ. Oh no! Oh no! Damn. Could you imagine? Did I go? Am I in South Shroud? No, I need to go to South Shroud. Let's go here. Wow, that's terrible. So actually, I have a funny story about my rogue in WoW, which it's kind of a similar type thing. But so my rogue originally started on a server, obviously, but she also started in beta, right? So I played her then, you know, whatever, and then afterwards, you know, rogue, whatever. And originally was Alliance. And then back then, when server or not server switching, switching from Alliance to Horde was something first came out, I did it right away. I loved my rogue and I switched her over to Horde right away. So apparently there were some quest chains that ended up breaking, right? But it didn't affect me until the last expansion. Not the corruption one, not Shadowlands, I think it was. That one. Wait, no, was it Shadowlands? I don't remember which fucking expansions are in WoW anymore. But there's one now and then whatever the previous one was. So because my original my character was originally Alliance and then switched to Horde, and I hadn't completed the quest chains. Like, if I would have completed the whole quest chain for the first original World of Warcraft, I would have been fine. But I switched before I completed it to Horde, and then I completed it on Horde partially because when they did the switch, it gave me partial credit, but for whatever reason, like, it just didn't count as completely completed, if that makes sense. So in the last expansion, there were a shit ton of things that were broken for me because I didn't have original things done from the original World of Warcraft, right? Oh my god, it took them like fucking weeks to figure out what the hell was wrong with my account, because I was calling them, I was emailing them. It was so bad. But in their defense, you know what I mean, that wasn't something I guess that they thought would be an issue. And there wasn't that many people that happened to. It's like, I found like one minuscule little thread on Reddit about it. And then that's when I suggested it to them. I'm like, is it possible that it has something to do with me transferring from Alliance to Horde back in original WoW? And that's when they figured out, okay, that's what it is. And then they had to go in and manually like complete the quests on both Alliance side and Horde side for me, even though I had already completed them. A good midpoint for you would be a Blade Singer Wizard, a more frontline wizard with melee capability. Wait, where am I? Oh, I lost my spot. Never played a wizard. Me neither. Sorry, mate, you're too old to go questing. I have a rogue and a monk addiction. I played like 4 rogue and 3 monks in only 2 years of playing. Yes, WoW is fucked. My first spellcaster seems like it's going to be a 12th level Tiefling Artificer Armorer. Jesus. I played in a couple of different games, but I only played for about a year in a couple of groups. Sadly, I was dating someone in the group, and then we broke up. And then they couldn't stop looking at my phone when I started seeing someone else and started like causing a ruckus, so I just left the group. But anyway, in one of the, because they did a lot of we took turns DMing, so everybody would DM for like, we played weekly in one group, and then in the other group we played monthly. But when we did the monthly, it was like 9-10 hours. But the weekly one was, you know, like 3-4 hours. So I played a druid rogue for one of them. I played just a druid for another one. And then I played, we did like a one-shot thing because like just so many people had like other shit to do. And we did a one-shot thing where we could make our own like characters that just had to be approved by the DM. And I had a necromancer that I made. That one was a lot of fun. And then I played the revised ranger, not the original one, the revised ranger from the UA? Unearthed Arcana? Is that what it was called? I can't remember shit, my memory. My most played class is Bard, followed by Cleric and Fighter. Oh, nice. I think I did my Ranger, my revised Ranger, and as a Ranger and Fighter. I think she was like 6 Ranger and like 2 fighter or something like that. I can't remember. I still have all my sheets though, because I really enjoy creating like the backstories and stuff like that. She had a gorilla that was on a pirate ship with her, and that was like her familiar. It was really cool. Good multi-class. It was a good multi-class. And she dual wielded. Wait, I just remembered that I just redid one of my characters. I love Dungeons and Dragons. But the one thing that sucks, so I'm not the kind of person that will talk over people. I try not to. Like sometimes in Discord you can't help it, and you know, and I've gotten a little bit better with it where I just won't let people speak over me, but for the most part I will not speak over people, and I'm not shy or timid or anything like that. It just makes no sense for 5 people to be speaking at the same time. Like you're not hearing what anybody's saying at that point. And so like a lot of times I would get passed over for stuff, like when we're doing something. But the one DM that I had was really good about, okay, what are you doing? Okay, what are you doing? Okay, you person, what are you doing? Okay, while they're doing that, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like he went down the line, and but there was 8 players, so he had to like really control the group very well. But more often than not, like, because I'm aggressive is a good word, because I'm not like vocally aggressive. There's a lot of times where like I want to do something, but the opportunity is missed. You know what I mean? Like the DM will be like, okay, so, you know, while you guys are doing that, this happened. I'm like, well, I was gonna scout the area first, or whatever the hell it was I was gonna do, but now I can't do it because like I already know there's people. You know what I mean? Like it. So, and I used to get, that was the one thing that would frustrate the shit out of me was, but again, it's my own fault. I learned to be aggressive in voice chat D&D. Yep. You have to be. I'm currently in 3 weekly campaigns. On Monday, I play a Beast Barbarian. Wednesday, I play an Eloquence Bard. And Thursday, I play Battle Master 12 Peace Cleric 1 multi-class. Oh, awesome. Classy monk glam, sharp clothes, sharp fist. I mean, so what I've been doing is every character that's not 90 has like the little sleepy time outfit as their glam for now. They're not ready. They're not ready for the world yet. I have glams set up, but they're not ready for it yet. They're still babies. They're still napping. I can't wait to. Oh, I do have the whatchamacallit, the handpiece for the monk. I love it. I love it. I've had it since like literally like it had to have been like the first 3 or 4 days that I was playing Final Fantasy or something. Like for real. I've had them for, it was like the first thing that I was like, I need to put this in my thing because this is gonna be a glam. The Bard and Fighter are old characters of mine I loved playing dearly. See, that's the thing. I can't bring myself to ever bring a character back. I have brought my characters back to be the nemesis or the, you know, in a story like when I was DMing. I've brought them back for stuff like that. Or they were the friendly NPC that's helping you today, or you know what I mean? I've done that. I forgot that I was queued up for a dungeon. Halatali. Yay! Yay! I'll play a character till I find an ending for them. I've only played a character in a follow-up campaign because it was a direct sequel. I've retired characters because like either the campaign fell apart or what have you. But I've only had one die, and the one that died, they killed my character out of spite. And that really made me upset. But I brought them back later in a campaign that I ran. And they were like kind of like the MSQ NPC. I guess I should be doing this, huh? Wait, why did it do that? It lit up all 5. Okay, that's weird. Will it do it again? Yes, look at that. Okay. Because before it was only doing 1 at a time for me, but I must have done like a quest or something and now it does all 5. Oh, you know what? Come to think of it, when I unlocked Monk, there was a little, I'm gonna be honest, there was a little toolbox that popped up about the chakras that I promptly ignored. Oh, see, now it's doing it 1 at a time. I don't understand this class. Not yet. I am not behind. Oh, I know which side is the back. Don't the little... Yeah, they do. Okay. I was gonna say, don't little, like, fireballs come out from somewhere? I don't remember from where. Do we ignore them? You can't fool me. Are we supposed to ignore them? No, I see people going after them.
Hey, listen!
You listen. Jesus Christ. Wait, what do I do for the boss with the because this is the one with the boss with the lightning, right? Bard, Jericho, Jerebeth, Desert Elf, who in the past or present, depending on campaign circumstance. Lives in a small inn. He runs out of by the sea. I promise I know how to read. I'm just trying to, like, you know, run and do shit at the same time. Adventures around the world to protect his family and bring them gifts from far off places. Oh, hey, Excalibur, how are you? It's been a while. How was your Christmas and your holidays? Accidentally made my changeling rogue mastermind. I can't read that right now. Hold on. Hold, please. Oh, see, like, now is a good opportunity to do that, right? Accidentally made my changeling rogue mastermind the leader of a shadow organization that controls a sizable part of the continent my GM made. Oh my god. My favorite couple of things that I did in a game when I was DMing, one of them was one of the players forgot to put like any equipment on. Basically, they were naked, and so when they started their whole little journey or whatever, everybody was staring at them and like whispering, and they couldn't figure out why. And then, you know, they figured out when they got arrested for you know, being naked. Did I get them arrested? I don't think I got them arrested. Oh no, I did. I put out a bounty on them because they were, yeah, they were naked. And then the other one was one of the players like lied and said that they were trying to do something good like for the children or some shit like that, and then they accidentally formed an orphanage. That was fun. But then they were like severely mistreating the children. It was great. Good times, good times. I miss him dearly, but I refuse to play him again. Why do you refuse? Fighter Eleonora Eshstein? A fake angel? Am I monking right? Am I monking correctly? Raised by an evangelical cult, currently on the run after the current master of the cult lost the last of his marbles and decided to cut out a bunch of people's hearts and eat them to gain their divinity. Oh, wow. Okay. Nice. Do I just stand here and look pretty now until they come over? Do this, maybe? Did I just run into that like an idiot? I sure did. Sorry, I got excited, healer. Just do this, and this, and this, and this, I guess. And this, and this, and this, and that. And we save this for the boss. Excellent. I guess I need that, and I guess I will greet that. Oh. Back to... okay. Vic's got too much power that I don't think it would be fun to continue to play him. I remember he signed away his afterlife to become the right-hand man to the ruler of the greed level of hell. Damn. Something, get control of a demon army or something was fun times. Never again, though. Aw. Did I tell you guys about how my blue mage learned self-detonate? And I tested it once and was confused when I died. And then went and tested it again just to be sure that that's what actually killed me. Did I tell you guys about that? These are very boiled down versions of their backstories, but yeah. Yikes. Yeah. It was pretty funny. I was like, self-detonate, what's that do? And I clicked it, and then I'm dead. And I'm like, did something fucking aggro me while I was testing that? Like, what happened? And I'm like, all right, let me test this skill again. Yeah. He had 13 deception, 13 intimidation, 13 persuasion, and 12 stealth. 10th level. Oh my god. Do you guys do, when you guys build your character... Ooh. Do you do, where you, roll for your stats, or do you do point buy? Hey, sorry, mind fog. It's okay. No worries. How have you been? How were your holidays? It was rolled back then, but now it depends. Oh, you guys did roll back then. Okay, got it. He only really had high charisma at the start. So I can ignore those little guys because somebody else got them. We did it! Sounds about right. I can't roll lower than a 19 on Persuasion or Deception on Wednesdays at level 3. I think it was okay. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad. Any plans for New Year's Eve? Or just, relaxing at home with the fam? I don't care about the loot. Alright, we were heading... The fuck were we going? Did we finish our hunting log here? It looks like we did, okay. Let's go to... Upper Lanasia. I think I still have to do one on my bard. Yup. I want to complete it just to, you know, have the complete. Alright, the forest yard zones 11:21. I was gonna queue up for another dungeon, but I don't think I will because we're gonna start voting on the clips here at 8:30. I didn't actually want him to be that strong, but the dice said otherwise. Wait. I could have taken the boat, but oh well, I'm already flying. Already flying. It's probably faster to fly than it is to, like, go back, grab the boat, zone in, zone out, and all that, right? We've always used, in every single game that I have played, except for one game that I played, like, online. Online, they did, dice rolls. And then, all the other ones were always point buy. But then again, the people that I was playing with, they were like hardcore min-maxers. Like, really hardcore min-maxers. To the point where it almost wasn't fun, like, for someone like me, you know? Because I'm not like a min-maxer. I just wanted a druid rogue that could turn into a cat and go steal shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I wanted to play. Am I in a fate? I am in a fate. But I'm not actually participating. Min-maxing can be exhausting. Yo. Y'all. I actually think I was here to fight these little spider dudes and then just found those guys. I don't like min-maxing. I don't like it either. Every decision I ever make for any of the characters that I ever play in D&D, I always take my time, like, to really think about, like, what I could do with it that's fun. I have had to min-max my bard a bit. I'm the only caster, so I'm the buffer, healer, and utility guy. See, there's nothing wrong with people that min-max, but I personally don't min-max. I find it exhausting to be, like, always trying to figure out, like, what's the ideal, you know, to 100%, you know, be the best. But the thing that annoys me is that usually people that like to min-max, that they're all about min-maxing, like to tell you, a person that doesn't min-max, how much more efficient your character would be if you did do this instead. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? Like, that annoys me. I haven't played in like 5 years now. Oh man. I think it's been like, no, I think I played in like July or August. It was on stream actually. I thought it was going to be like 3 hours. We were testing something and it ended up being like fucking 8. Which was fun. It was fun. Let's see. It's meant for fun. It is. I've only min-maxed one character, and that's because the campaign they are in is a mods-enabled campaign. Haven't kept up with it. Fuck, man. I have stories about that kind of person. I think everybody has stories about that kind of person. But the cool thing is I tend to get first picks on loot, and as the only caster, there is not a lot of items I can't use. Mm-hmm. Crazy thing is super min-maxers see that as fun, so it's a tough road to walk. Exactly, it is. And like, you know what I mean? Like, it's fun for them, but it's not fun for me. So when it's, I mean, you know, if you want to min-max, by all means, do it. But don't tell me what to do with mine. Please. You can suggest. Like, you know, like, maybe, hey, maybe you didn't know that this does that or whatever, but don't tell me what to do. Like, just is annoying. That's where my tiefling artificer armorer with 25 AC at level 12. Facts. Yep, I'm that way. Don't tell me how to play the game. Me, yeah, right? Right? You're not staying up all night writing this awesome ass backstory that nobody listened to when I introduced my character. I could have pushed that to 28, but I decided to not. Yeah. I like creating like oddball combination. Like I said, like I wanted a druid thief that could turn into a cat to steal shit. Like and it was really funny because this was the first time I played D&D. So I created this. They told me, okay, the rest of the group is level 8. So make your character level 8. I worked with the DM to make, you know, a druid rogue, you know, that multi-class or whatever, because I didn't know shit about fuck when I was doing it. So we you know, designed her and all that stuff and blah blah blah, and I asked if I can turn into any animal, and he said yeah. And I was like, okay, because there's might be some that aren't in the book, and he's like, don't worry about it, any animal that you could commonly see, we'll give it to you, you know, as long as it fits the parameters of, like, you know, I couldn't fly or, you know, couldn't be like aquatic or anything like that yet, right? As long as it fit in those rules. And I was like, okay, sweet. So the first thing that happened in the group was they were going to fight 3 hags. There were 3 hags living in a house together, and we were supposed to kill them, right? And like I said, I didn't know shit about fuck, but it was my understanding from what they explained to me that all 3 of them together is like really bad. COS. My friend on Monday is playing a Storm Source Sorcerer, Forge, Cleric, multi-class, 23 AC at level 2. COS, I don't know what COS is. I probably do know, and I'm just being dumb. But anyway, right? So I asked if I could turn into a spider and go investigate the house with the hags, right? And one was up in the kitchen boiling something. One was like in the basement doing something else. And then the other one was upstairs sleeping. So keep in mind, this is the first time that I have ever played, right? And so I'm like, okay, so I'm a spider, right? I'm like, I'd like to, because, I went through the house or whatever. Curse of Strahd. See, damn it. I don't think it was Curse of Strahd. I think they were just I think it was just their own homebrew. It was their own homebrew campaign, and they just had 3 hags for whatever plot line that they were using, because we went on to something else. We were on a boat or some shit after. But anyway, so the point, so I asked, I'm like, can I, like, as a spider, like, crawl into her mouth and then shift back, like shift out of being this spider? And like, would that kill her? Like, would that kill the hag? Like, and he let me do it. And it worked, of course. So that was the first, and the only reason he let me do it was because, so he had all these like little contingency plans that he had come up with, but he hadn't considered that I would turn myself into something, into an animal to go into the house to investigate in the first place, let alone, I'd like to crawl into her mouth and shift out of being a spider. But yeah, good times, good times. My DM would have ruled you would have died as well. See, he didn't. We were dating at the time, so he didn't. I did have to roll for something, though. I don't remember what, though. This is like 3, 4, 5 years ago now, so I do not recall. I think, yeah. And I think they were, for the first couple of sessions that I played with them, they were very, very lax with the rules for me because I was learning. So I think that might have been, honestly, that might have been the biggest reason why they let me do it, was just because I didn't know all the intricacies of all the rules yet. I had read the books a couple of times at that point, like I wasn't gonna like not read them and play like blind, but I didn't know, like, that this is always, advantage or, all that shit. I didn't know, like, all the little tiny details. I had a basic gist of what was happening. And they kind of bent the rules a little bit for the, like, 3 sessions, I think it was. And then after that, it was like, okay, now we're going, like, there's no rule bending at this point anymore. Now it's just 100% what it's supposed to be. Excuse me. Where do I want to go? Let's go to South Shroud. Now, am I in South Shroud? No. Okay. And these buggers are 21:30. Oh, damn, I was mounted. I'm gonna kill these little F dudes, and then we'll pull up the clips and vote on them. I have a thing that's like this, but it was not me, and it was the other way around from your story. Oh, what was it? And to be fair, they probably should have killed my character when I did that. Oh, this area is so pretty. I am so sorry. I'm hacking my life out.
I hope you guys are not hearing that shit. I think I'm muting in time. My friend Mike got swallowed by a Tarrasque, so he polymorphed into a sperm whale. It's in its stomach. Uh-huh. And how did that go? What did I say it was? It was 21:30. I don't see these dudes here. It looks like I was given false information. 1727 maybe? Or maybe I just can't read? $17.27. Oh, never mind. I'm an idiot. 1724. I was looking for the wrong mob in the wrong zone. Dealt 160 damage to the Tarrasque and he was forced out of the form. Uh-huh. And then what happened? They are here. South Shroud, 1724. I was there. 17-ish. 24. Oh, they're over here. Right? They're usually in the water, right? My DM ruled in moments like that, the spell dealt damage to the form's health. Equal to the form's health. Though he did it. The fate's complete. I didn't even do anything. So he did it 3 times and the Tarrasque went boom. But did he take any damage from doing that? Like, did he, from being inside the stomach and, you know, not being able to breathe? Did any of that come into play? There's one. Ooh, I also played a fairy monk. Forgot about that one. How could I forget about that one? Fidget. Her name was Fidget. I love that freaking character. She was Way of the Hand, I think it was. So she could like launch people 15 feet, and she was 6 inches tall. Launching giant ass ogres 15 feet. Okay, so that one's done. Okay, it's 8:30 now, so let's do this. Let's go find the little clippies. Bear with me. Switch. Fire. Okay. Where the hell's clips? Clips, 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 clips. Okay. So, and then here in the Discord, and then here's this. Okay. I'm just gonna play them in order. I'm not gonna say who submitted them or anything like that, because that's shouldn't impact it one way or the other. I mean, if you really want to, you can figure it out, but that's funny. Okay. All right, let me switch to this. And actually, let me mute my game. Because that sound's going to come through. I'll at least mute this. There we go. Fly up and away from danger. Okay. Now you can see my mouse now, right? There we go. Now you can see my mouse. Okay. All right, let me open this one up. Oh, as I said, damn it. Okay, you guys ready? It's going to be this one versus... I'll have the other one loaded in a second. Versus this one. And back. Oh, are you ready to vote on the clips? Let's see. Okay, so let me turn the volume up. I'm just doing this to see how loud it is. Y'all can hear it, right? Probably not. I could vote while doing Ultima, yeah. Do you want me to wait a minute? How about now? Can you hear that? Can hear. Okay, I'm gonna... Can hear it, right? Okay. All right, so this is gonna be... I'm gonna put it here. This is gonna be clip 1. And then this is gonna be clip 2. That way we don't forget. Okay. All right, ready? Clip 1. God damn it! I died because of you! We had a priest as well that used to grip our tanks in boss fights. Oh, I see you don't have your macro on this time. Better hurry up and heal me before I die. So, for those of you that don't know what happened there, Buckeye snatched me from a safe spot to a spot that killed me. He rescued me to a death. And I believe this one is another similar scenario. Let me full screen this. So that was clip 1. This is clip 2. Oh boy, girl. Here we go. The worst possible fucking mechanic in this game. Girl, no, girl. Buckeye, you pulled me to my death. Literally. You guys saw it. It was on stream. Literally pulled me to my death. I thought I could help you there. Honestly, I was probably gonna die one way or the other. True, I did just get clipped. Okay, so those are both me getting rescued to death. All right, let me set up a... Is it a poll? Yes, let's do a poll. 1 or 2? 1, 2. I'm not going to allow additional votes because that sucks balls. I'm going to do it for 1 minute, so be quick. There you go. This isn't choosing the winner. It's just choosing, you know, because we're going to watch another 2, pick the best one. And then one of these is going to get paired up with the 5th one, and so on and so forth. I think the first one had more emotion in it. Yeah. me reacting a little bit more. I think the near one, honestly, I think I was less reactant to it because it's fucking near. I die in there all the time. So I was just like, meh. Meh. It'd be what it be. Clip 1 wins. All right, I'm going to leave that open off to the side because we're going to need it again. Okay, and all right, so that one's done. That one's done. I don't know who clipped this. Oh, fuck, I did. So, little backstory. This is a jumping thing. One of those jumping puzzles somewhere. And then this one, so it's going to be this one versus this one. So we're going to do clip 3. We're going to call this one clip 3. Clip 4. Okay. Oh god, ball sacks. Ball sacks! I can't even yell ball sacks the way I want to. My throat is like cracking. Okay. I had to start over. Oh, son of a bitch ball. So there's that. I don't like that one. Excuse me. I voted against mine in that last one, just saying, oh, why? Okay, and then there's this one. So this is clip 4. Oh yeah. Here you go. Did I fucking miss? Did I fucking miss? Shit. How did I miss? I was facing her. It was today that Fire learned that if you turn while doing an LB. Okay, does anybody need to see one again? That was very embarrassing. Very embarrassing. I'm assuming nobody needs to say. I didn't know that. Now you do! Oh shit, I think I accidentally put 2 minutes on that one, but that's okay. That made me so mad when that happened. I was so freaking embarrassed. I didn't know that that was a thing. Like, apparently, we all learned something that day. Did we? Did we? I feel like some people knew, and I was the only one that did not. I would have been hot. I was pretty upset, but I was also extremely embarrassed. I think like if you watch the VOD, I think right after that, I'm like, did anybody in the group fucking see that? Like, nobody's saying shit. Did they not notice that I missed a fucking LB? Like, Lori's level salty, right? I was so mad. But then we figured it out afterwards that it was because I turned. So, okay, so clip number 4. Okay, so now we've got... All right, so this is clip 4. This is still clip 1. Okay, so now we're going to pair off clip 1 with clip 5. I had nothing to do with any of the submissions. This was all submitted by you all. I'm just running the show here. Okay. Oh, I remember this one. I actually do remember this one. This was a long time. I deep dived. Excuse me. I deep dived that shiz. What do you mean? to find out how it happened. Oh, yeah. I was so mad and embarrassed. Okay, we're going to watch clip 5, and then we're going to watch clip 1 again in case, you know, y'all forgot. Damn. It's been an eventful morning, if indeed it is morning. I have no idea how long I was unconscious. Regardless, I am gratified to see that my efforts at look, I just dropped right in out of nowhere. Neither have borne fruit. We have confirmed the nature of our foe and his plot. Now then, what news from the surface? Almost died. Well, and then, you know, I was in a shit ton of cutscenes right there. So he was sitting up there, I guess, waiting for like 40 minutes or something to wait until I got out of the cutscene so he could drop in like that. That's the story behind that clip. So that's clip 5, and then clip 1 again, just as a refresher. God damn it! I died because of you! We had a priesthood well that used to grip our tanks in boss fights. Oh, I see you don't have your macro on this time. Better hurry up and heal me before I die. I gave him so much shit. So much shit that day. All right, let's see. Pull. Come on. There we go. Okay, and it was between 5 or 1. 5 or 1. Pay attention to what you're clicking. There you go. Ouch. Oh, goodness. Three v one. See, now what I would have done if I was voting, if I wanted the next one to win, I would have voted for the one that I think is not going to win. Like the one that I would think is not a winner, to shoo that one in. You know what I mean? Okay, so clip 5 was the winner. Okay, excellent. Okay. So now it is between... I don't like manufactured clips, so I voted for the more real one. Gotcha. Which one was the more real one? This one? Wait, you think it's more manufactured? I'm confused. Oh, so the surprise, you voted for the one I died. Oh, okay, got it. Because it was like real emotion, like me really reacting to something. Like, got it. Okay. All right, so it's going to be between clip 4 and 5. So we'll watch them both again. Just so we have them fresh. This one's probably the best one. I love this one. This one makes me laugh. Oh yeah. Here you go. Did I fucking miss? Did I fucking miss? Shit. How did I miss? I was facing her. I wish you guys could have seen my face when I did it. I'm gonna be real. I mostly clipped this one out of a curiosity of figuring out how you did that. Like how, right? Leave it to me. Leave it to me. All right, and then this one again. Damn. It's been an eventful morning, if indeed it is morning. I have no idea how long I was unconscious. Regardless, I am gratified to see that my efforts at look, I just dropped right in out of nowhere. Neither have borne fruit. We have confirmed the nature of our foe and his plot. Now then, what news from the surface? I better move before I get kicked. So, and you know what? The one thing that I meant to do and I never did, I meant to go back here and figure out where the hell he was. And I never did. All right, so it's between 4, 5, 4, 5. So remember, the missed LB is clip 4. The surprise drop-in is 5. Uh-oh, it's neck and neck, 50-50. Oh my god, what do we do if it's a tie? Oh no, somebody else vote. I don't want to be the tiebreaker. Extend to tomorrow? You'd figure it out. No, somebody else vote. You guys are buttholes. Ugh, both won. So both of them are going to be the best clips. So both Buckeye and Rogers will get $15 a piece to buy whatever the hell they want in the store. I don't know if I could just do like a $15 gift card or if I have to do... I hit the wrong button. My bad. I hit the wrong button. Whatchamacallit? I was saying, I don't know if I can just do like a yeah. Too bad we didn't have that a minute ago. But what I was saying was I don't know if I can just get like $15 and like give it to you guys, or if you just tell me what you want, that's $15 worth, and then I buy it and send you the codes. But we'll figure that all out. So, oh goodness, shitballs. That's funny. The LB one was really, really funny. And the death one, honestly, the death ones, I know the death ones didn't win, but the one where I was doing that fight, because that's one fight where I had struggled before a lot, and then I was finally like getting it, and then Buck rescues me out of it and kills me. I was mad. I was very butthurt. I was like, really? But then when he res me, because I even said, I noticed you didn't use your macro, because he has a macro. I mean, most of you guys know it, but some of you might not know it. He has a macro that says, you know, now is not the time for a nap, player name, and it'll say your name. And it's embarrassing as fuck. So, makes it very obvious that you died. And I had noticed that he hadn't used it that particular time. I was like, oh yeah, you didn't use the macro this time, did you? So, yep. But anyway, yeah, so after this stream, I'll go ahead and figure that all out for both of you. Let's see. All right, we were doing this, and then I was being dumb and going to the wrong spot. Let's see. It is almost 9 o'clock. I probably could do another dungeon. I'm gonna grab some links and send them. Okay, awesome. Whatever you could do to make my life easier, so I could just, you know, click and, you know. You want to do Brayflox? Yeah, let's do it. 8-minute queue time. That's all right. That's fine. I owe you guys like 15-20 minutes anyway, so. All right, the shroud here is in the North Shroud. All right, where are you at? Shroud hair, you are at 2130. You are the one I was reading earlier, thinking it was the F's. I'm gonna go this way. Do. Alright, let's pew pew you. I guess it's not really pew pew, it's just punch punch, right? Excuse me. Do. I have to remember tomorrow is the day, like after the stream tomorrow. Pow pow. Pow pow. It sounds like I'm beating my child. Pow pow. My one friend, she used to say that to her kid. She would say that. She's like, if you don't settle down, it's going to be pow pow time. I'm like, are you literally like threatening to abuse your child and using cute words? Don't get me wrong. Some kids deserve to get their ass kicked because, you know, they do. But like, I don't know. I don't agree with like threatening verbally and all that shit. I don't believe in that kind of stuff. So personally. Where am I going? I'm going to 1917. So they're like right here. What am I getting? Fallen mages? 3 of them. Yes, girl. Yeah, I get you. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even really want to talk about that too much, but you know, it's one thing to give them, you know, like one tap on the ass or something like that, but then they just like keep sitting there and going like, I'm gonna whoop your ass, and when we get home, like you're adding a whole nother layer of like, it's unnecessary. My parents, you know what my parents used to do? Oh God, to this day, my parents would be like, so my mom, when we were younger, my mom was like 4'9" or 10. She was tiny. She had a mouth on her though. Let me tell you, Jesus Christ, she was the loudest person in the room, and good God. But so I'm sure I've shared stories before, but she was the one that would, you know, throw a hot cup of coffee at you, or a rolling, whatever was in her hand, stapler, keys, rolling pin, laptop, didn't matter. Whatever was in her hand, if she got pissed at you, she was throwing it at you. But when we got older, like 10, 11, 12, 13, that range, we outgrew her quickly. And we were bigger than her, not just bigger as in taller, but like bigger as in, you know, like broader shoulders, you know, bigger. And we were both like heavily involved in sports. So we were significantly stronger than mom. And my mom was not a stupid woman. Like she knew, because my brother would start to kind of fight back. I never fought back, but I would defend. So you know what I mean? Like if my mom was going to go to slap me, I'd put my hands up, and like I would never grab her hand because that's just asking for death. But I would definitely like, you know, swat. You know what I mean? Now my brother, he would, you know, grab her, push her, and stuff like that away from him. But anyway, so when at that point it wasn't anymore that she would try to fight. I don't want to say fight us because she wasn't fighting us. She was trying to beat us. But instead it was just wait until your father gets home. And it was like, oh shit, like we in trouble, because now when dad gets home, like he's not going to eat dinner first. He's going to be pissed because not only is he not eating dinner as soon as he gets home, he's going to be whooping our asses, and he's going to be mad. But then my dad would get home and then he'd be like, okay, all right. And like my mom would report to him whatever it was that we did. You know, like literally, like she's going through a checklist. Like this one fucking did this, and this one decided to throw hands. You know, whatever the hell she decided to, you know, to say. She'd throw in extra shit that we weren't even guilty of. But at that point, we're fucked because there's enough truth, you know, that we're fucked. And then my dad would be like, okay. And what's for dinner today? And it'd be some shit like fucking liver and onions, like shit we don't like on purpose. And be like, all right, after dinner, I'm gonna whoop your asses. Man, we'd be cutting peas in half. And shit, just to extend that dinner, we ate every bite of that fucking dinner that day. Every single time that we were getting our asses beat, it was always some kind of dinner that we didn't like. And man, didn't my brother and I take 2 hours fucking eating our food and ate every single last fucking bite. But yeah. But that whole mental thing, I don't believe in that shit. I think that's cruel. It adds another layer of just pain to a child. My kid's a little bit of an asshole. She's a little bit of an asshole, like verbally and stuff. Once in a while, she fucks up with her grades. She's been doing really good lately because, you know, she had to work really hard after her fiasco with the first marking period. She's been doing very well. And I have never hit her on purpose her whole life. I went to hit her one time and I didn't, but and then there was a couple accidental ones, like, you know, starting the lawnmower and she was right behind me and I accidentally, you know, like elbowed her in the face, or I think it was in the face. Doesn't matter, but like I wasn't intending to hit her, so. But I never did that mental shit either, where it was like, you know, if you don't stop, I'm gonna whoop your ass. Nope, never had to do it. I just had to tell her I was disappointed. Am I in North Shroud? No. North Shroud. And we're going to 1627. Okay. 1627. A little south. And a whole lot of... Yes? I guess it's luck I turned out okay then, because I got mental and the fizz. Yep. Yep. And you know, that was so... I mean, my brother and I, we got our asses beat quite a bit. We got the mental stuff too, and then we got a shit ton of verbal from mom, because mom was just... She just could not control her mouth worth of shit. But when I had my kid... Like, that was one of the things that, like, really tore me up on the inside, because statistically, and you know what, like I've forgiven my parents a long time ago for the shit they did when I was a kid or, you know, teen and stuff like that. Like, I've long since forgiven them for it. And, you know, my mom's dead now, but when she was alive, like, you know, it was what it was, and I could either be the adult and move forward, or I could hold it over their heads for forever. You know what I mean? And I made a decision to kind of hold it over their heads a little bit by being an asshole and jabbing every now and then. But otherwise, like, I let that shit go. You know what I mean? Because I had to. And in my father's defense, he has made up for a lot of it. I will never, you know, forget. But, you know, I let that shit go. Anyway... statistically, like, if you are a child that goes through something like that, statistically, like, the chances of you doing the same to your child is astronomical. And so when I had when Soph came into this world, I was fucking terrified that I was gonna be just like my parents. Just like my parents. I have had many a conversation with my dad where I've even said that, like, Dad, I can't do this. I can't say this. I can't do that. I know that's what you think I should say. I can't, because you guys said something like that to me when I was a kid. And that's, like, today, that still hurts. Like, it's still, like, I could still feel, like, the pinch of that particular comment or whatever, right? And so I went out of my way to make sure that I never said anything. I have never told my daughter that she was fat. Ever. I got into a fucking huge ass altercation when a doctor one time, they're like, yeah, she's a little fat for her age. I was like, excuse me, bitch, what? Why would you say that in front of my child? It took me like 3 months to get her to eat normally again after that. You know what I mean? Like, I've never commented negatively on her appearance, jokingly, of course, you know, like, because sometimes she gets dressed up and, you know, she's wearing like sweatpants that are like 4 sizes too big. You know, they're so big that she has to like hold them up while she's walking and stuff. And I'll tell her, you know, like something silly like, "Oh my God, you look like a bum today," you know, something like that. But I have never said anything nasty or rude or mean about her appearance, or like I never called her stupid. Jokingly, of course, I'd be like, "Oh my God, you're so dumb." Like when we both are doing something and we both do something dumb together. But I've never said it like in a serious, you know, connotation or you know what I mean. You know what I'm trying to say, right? And we also have a fabulous relationship where her and I, you guys haven't really heard her too much on stream that much because she doesn't really pop over. But when I'm on Discord, she doesn't care. When I'm on stream, she doesn't really pester me. She'll like pass me notes or send me messages on Discord, but she won't physically come in the room unless she has to because she doesn't want to interrupt. But otherwise, like, we'll be on Discord, chit-chatting with friends or whatever, and she'll come in and she'll sit here and talk to me and stuff like that. And we will, like, poke at each other nonstop. I mean, Darkness can attest to that. He's been witness to several things where we're both, like, talking shit to each other. And it's okay, because we know we're joking. We're not serious, like, you know. So, but yeah, that was the thing that terrified me the most, was that I thought I was going to end up like my parents. But I did not. I did not. There were times when I wanted to react like my parents did, but I did not. North Shroud, the clay golems are at 1629, so they were literally right where I was. Right? Like somewhere around here, yeah. Let's go with big guys. Kind of. Those are Prince Golems. What was it again? I said, I think it was 1629? 1629. There he is. There's the boy I'm looking for. I guess they're going to be all scattered down here. Yeah, I got a certain phrase I'll never say to my kids if I ever have any. Mm-hmm. There's a couple of words that I will never... So my parents were... Okay, when I finished high school, I went in the army, right? And obviously you have to like pass some physical stuff to get in there, right? Like obviously you can't be lazy. And, you know, you have to be at least a little athletic, right? Through all of high school and middle school, I played multiple sports. I did multiple, like, extracurricular activities, you know, like music, trying to think what else, like, you know, other clubs, you know, and all that, you know, a whole bunch of shit. Like, I was a very active, busy teen, preteen, tween, whatever you want to call it, right? And, like, my parents wanted to tell me I was lazy all the time. Like, lazy, fat, dumb, and you know what I mean? And it was always out of anger. It was always like I had done something stupid, or I had, you know, not done one particular chore, but it was like I didn't have time. You know what I mean? Like, shit, I got like 4 sports and like, you know, 3 activities that I'm doing. Like, I'll get to it when I have a second. And plus I was in all honors and AP courses. So, you know, like I had to study, and I was, so like, there's some subjects that like, I don't even have to like study at all, but there's some that I just struggle with so much that I have to actually like, not only do I have to listen to the lecture, not only do I have to practice with the assignments, but I also have to study. And then I also have to like watch something, you know, see some other examples and stuff like that, because I'm just not getting it for whatever reason. So, and I didn't want to take honors and AP courses. My parents made me. My parents told me I'm taking honors and AP courses, right? And so some of them I struggled in pretty hard, but I had to maintain, you know, certain grades as well. So I tried, you know, to make sure that I was on top of all my shit and stuff, you know, right? But them saying, like, these are the people, and I'm not talking shit about my parents, a little bit, but, you know, I love both my parents dearly, but, that shit hurts. Like, you don't realize how painful that is, you know, to your kid. So I promised myself too that, you know, I'll never say any of that stuff to my child ever. She could be extremely obese, and I will not tell her that she is extremely obese. Will I suggest that we need to start walking and force her into some walks and change the diet? Hell yes. But I'll never tell her something like that out of anger. That's just fucked up. By the way, guys, he has a crush on a boy. It's interesting territory that we're in right now because she is identified as liking females and she has a crush on a boy. Yep. I know, right? Uh-huh. He won't tell me shit either. I've been kind of like, hey, who are you talking to all the time? It's no one. Is he a girly boy? No. And you know how I figured it out? He gave her his sweatshirt, number one. And then he bought, for Christmas, he got her like the basketball sweats, but it's his number. Some boys are pretty, not gonna lie. Man, he ain't pretty. He ain't pretty. He's, you know, I guess decent looking. Like, I would never say, you know, that he's ugly. He doesn't look ugly to me, you know, but I don't find children attractive either, but, you know, he looks nice, I guess. So, he's got a big old curly mop of hair that he actually takes care of. Like, he actually puts product in his hair. Yeah. Yo, this person needs loot. Come on. That links. Thank you, Rogers. Yeah, brother. It is my understanding that she won't talk about him, but from the little pieces that I've overheard, he is half black and half I think, if it's the boy that I'm pretty sure it is, half Puerto Rican. But she's very, very mum's the word about it, you know what I mean? Like, she won't say shit. That's just pieces I've picked up, you know, by creeping on her. So, yep. He's cute. He is cute. He is very cute. I just think it's interesting. It's very interesting. But the one thing that she did talk to me about it, because she asked me to go shopping with her. So she does not like shopping. So if she asks me to go shopping, I know that means, like, Mom, I need to talk to you, right? And usually what ends up happening is we just drive around in the car, or sometimes we'll go to, like, some store and just kind of walk around, but we're not really, like, looking at anything because we're talking. And she was telling me, like, how she's a little confuzzled because she's always liked girls, but she's all of a sudden attracted to this boy. And I'm like, okay, like, change your mind, girl. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's no rule. So, but then other than that, she has not said shit. And it's kind of a little infuriating because I kind of want to know, you know what I mean? Like, I'm interested. Like, what's going on? Y'all dating? Like, what's happening? Hey, Buckeye. Your clip, the surprise one where you dropped in from the ceiling in Amarat, And Roger's LB clip where I missed the LB tied for winner. So go pick yourself out some $15 worth of crap from the Final Fantasy store. One day she'll talk to you. I'm sure she will. I'm sure she will. She always comes and talks to me. Always, always, always. I think right now, because usually she's one to come talk to me like, and me. Can you stop spinning him around? Okay, thanks. God fucking damn it. Level 34 and I'm already mad. What was I saying? I think she's just kind of exploring it on her own right now. And until she figures it out or gets to a point where she needs help, she's not going to say anything. You know what I mean? Like, she's going to be hush-hush about it. But then when she gets there, Hank, you going to pick this dude up or shall I? I'll get him. Got him. You're welcome. Gonna be talking shit. Oh, God. But anyway, yeah, like I said, I think she's just trying to, mentally figure it out on her own first. And then once she has an idea of how she feels, then she'll talk to me about it. And I just gotta respect her boundaries for now. But I am gonna sneak a question every now and then. Like, she gets so like giggly. So it'll be really funny because she'll be sitting there like checking her phone, doing whatever, texting, whatever the hell she's doing, right? What am I doing? I don't need anything from here. And I'll see her. You know what I'm talking about when I say she'll do that smile, like somebody just told her she's purty, that smile. And she'll like, get real red and stuff and like, like tuck her phone away. Like, oh my God, nobody see me. And of course I see it, right? I'll be like, what are you smirking about? She just gets so pissed at me. Oh my God, Mom, don't worry about it. It's none of your business. All right. Well, I'm just checking, making sure you're okay. 'Cause you got all red and stuff, Want to make sure you're not getting sick or nothing, She hates it. That's a bit. Oh, God. I thought I was going to be fine raising a girl. I thought it was going to be okay because my girl is gay. But she doesn't know what she is now. So now I gotta watch them damn boys. You like those positionals? No. I'm not enjoying them at all. I do normally enjoy positionals, but I'm not enjoying monk positionals. Funny two ways. Take it easy on the doodlies. Listen. She got one mother. She don't got no dad. I mean, she does, but you know. I gotta be mom and dad. I can't wait till it's time for prom. Oh. Been waiting my whole life for this. Whole life. Because she refuses to drive. Might have to drive him. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yes, please. I will chauffeur your asses everywhere. Where you going? What you doing? Mika, your dress. I don't think it was on you like that. Shit like that. Oh, I can't wait. Can't fucking wait. Poor kid. I'm gonna traumatize her. You could always do Summoner. I am gonna loop back to Summoner. I just licked the microphone by accident. I'm so sorry if you heard that. I'm just kidding. I say I'm gonna do all this stuff, But I'm really not. I'm really not. I'm going to respect her boundaries and, you know, let her do whatever she needs to do. Although hopefully I can guide her, you know, into not making stupid decisions. And that's all I could do, right? Like at the end of the day, she's gonna do what she's gonna do, right? Am I behind? Okay. I'm no longer behind. Now you said it, now you gotta commit! I will not torture my child. No, no. Honestly, being a teenager is torturous enough. You don't need your parents torturing you on top of it. I'm supposed to be, you know, the security blanket. At least that's how I look at it. I don't know how other people do, but teenagers, like, that's a... Can you stop turning? Okay, thanks. Being a teenager and going through all that crap that you go through when you're a teenager is difficult enough. I don't need to add to it. Sometimes the security has to be sensitive. That's true. I mean, don't get me wrong. She does some, you know, stupid, like, you know, it's gonna be handled. But first and foremost, like, I don't want to add to the difficulty of already being a teenager. Whoops. Excuse me. We just beat him up a little bit, right? And just like that, we're done. Do. What do you mean too far away? Although, you know, the one thing that has been trying my patience lately is, lately... Oh, I never turned my game sounds back up. Nobody said nothing. This group's fine. They can deal with it. There we go. Sorry about that. I was just wondering why it's so quiet. Did I mute my headphones? But anyway, so the one thing that's been like trying the shit out of my patience lately with my kiddo is like every response is like, what? And you know, I don't care if she says what, it's how she says it. You know what I mean? Like, oh, that attitude lately. Whew. But I'm trying to be like patient. But see, here's the shitty part. And like, so I know that I'm a very cranky person in the morning. I'm sure I've told you guys before, like I need 30 minutes. Like I wake up 30 minutes early so I can lay there and be angry that I have to be awake, right? Like if it's an alarm that woke me up, I have to be angry for 30 minutes. Like I need that time to myself. But otherwise, if I just like wake up and it's not an alarm, like I'm hunky-dory. It's not like she's normally like it. That's true. She's not normally like that. But like for the last 2 years now, she started her quote changes very, very early. She started at 11. So She's been having hormonal stuff since she's been 11. But, right, so I'm telling you, you know, like I'm cranky in the morning. She is also cranky in the morning. And so we do not mesh well, both of us, for the first 30 minutes that we're awake. And it's unfortunate because I wake up to my alarm, but then I need to wake her up. And so now I wake up earlier, so I have my 30 minutes before I have to wake her up, because before I was waking up and then just going to wake her up right away. But now I wait until my 30 minutes are up and then I go wake her up, because otherwise, like, we'd be getting into arguments. I'd wake her up and I'd be like, honey bun, it's time to get out for school. She'd be like, oh my God. And I'd be like, bitch. Like, of course I wouldn't call her a bitch, but like in my head, I'd be like, bitch, like I'm awake. You're getting your ass up too, you know? And then right away it'd be like a little bit of a tussle, because it's like, oh my God, like just get up, so just get up. And she'd be like, Mommy, it's been 5 more minutes. So why you gotta always wake me up? You know, the typical drama that ensues. And so now, I'm gonna be honest, there was a time or two where I was like, bitch, please, just get up. But anyway, now I make sure I'm up a half hour before I get her up. Do not have that circumstance happen. This is so much fun, spinning around trying to find the ass end of this dragon over and over again. Yup, just like this. Yup. Yeah, keep moving them. Perfect. Best dungeon in the game? Negative. You know which one's my least favorite? I don't even know what the fuck it's called. But it's the one with the octopus. I hate that one. There's 2 of them, isn't there? Isn't there 2 of them with an octopus? Fuck that one. That one can just rot in hell. I'm not even gonna attempt that one at this point. Like, if I see it, if I queue up and that's what I got, I will dip. Fuck that one. Oh no. That'll be. Fuck it. That was a pretty sweet looking LB. You used to get that damn octo all the time, right? Like, every single time it would pop up in my roulette. I haven't seen it in a minute, and I'm gonna knock on some wood real quick because I don't want to see it. What's this? Damn clothes on. It's alright. So currently the newer Tomb Raiders are free on Epic. Oh, are they really? I already own them. Like Tomb Raider 1, 2, and 3. Do. I think I own them on, I have them on Steam, actually. Tomb Raider used to be my shit. It used to be my shit big time. Because it was like the first real female heroine. I was like, oh my God, there's a girl! And she's the hero! Granted, she's a thief. Like, she raids tombs. But she's a hero. My hero. I saw somebody... I can't remember if I saw it on Twitter or if Darkness showed... So, you guys probably don't know this because it's between me and Darkness, but we've been sending each other, like, different cosplays or like different people that are dressed up as different characters and stuff like in the game. So like just to give you an example, he found somebody yesterday that was dressed up like Sailor Moon. Yep, wind up Alphino. Yep, that was the best one. God fucking damn it. It was a Lalafell dressed up like a Alphino. And they had their name as Wind Dash Up Alphino. And it looked just like, it was so good, so good. But anyway, like yesterday, he came across one that was dressed up like Sailor Moon. And then it was just really funny because like a minute or two later, and there's Luna, because they had this little black cat running around with them and stuff. It was just really, so we just keep sending each other that stuff, right? And we've also been like sending each other like weird names. Like somebody was named main character, you know, shit like that, right? I don't remember why I even brought this up at this point. Why was I bringing this up? Where was I going with this? Oh, the Tomb Raider. Looping it back to Tomb Raider. There was, I can't remember if Darkness sent it to me or if I stumbled across it somewhere and I sent it to him or I saw the person, but there was somebody dressed up like as close to Lara Croft as they possibly could. Which was really, really funny. Really, really funny. There's been a couple, like, really fucking good ones. I just need one more of these dudes. Hey, Clay Golem. Oh, shit. I'm level 36. You know what that means? I got a questy quest. I think all my quests are in Ul'dah, right? Yeah, some of them names have been ridiculous. I think my, I said my favorite one was main character, but I forgot about not found. Remember that one? I sent you that one the other day. Oh my god, I was like, wait, is this? Oh, I see what you did. I see what you did there. You're taking your meds after stream? Yes. Yes. I take them about 10 o'clock now. It's been working really, really well. I haven't had any dizzy spells during the day. I do get a little wobbly in the middle of the night and stuff if I have to get up in the middle of the night. But like last night I slept through, so I was fine. And then the night before that, I was the first day that I switched, and so I don't, it really didn't, you know, have an effect yet. But last night I slept through, and I was fine this morning. I wasn't dizzy or anything like that this morning. Am I in the right spot? The fuck is my quest, dude? I thought it was an Ul'dah. Ul'dah? Am I dumb? To Google. Level 35, a monk quest. I guess I should specify that this is for Final Fantasy. And spell it as monk and not month. Monk quest, Final Fantasy. All right, where are you at? Where are you at? It is Eric. Fuck are you, Eric? Where are you? Ul'dah. Where the hell are you? Oh. 10.6, 13.1. Is it Steps of Thal? Steps of Thal. 10.6. And what was it? 13. So like right around here. Alright, so we're gonna go to the Goldsmith's Guild. This is why you keep your MSQ bar on your screen. I do have it on there. It's just not visible because I don't have any MSQ stuff. Hold on, where's that setting? It's here. I didn't turn it off after I finished whatchamacallit. Did I? Did I turn it off? Which one is it? Not that. Not that. Scenario guide. I can never find shit. Here? No. Not here, right? Not gonna be there. See display main scenario guide. Hide when all quests are complete. See, it just says, but it doesn't give me any quest. Turn it off. What, the hide when all quests are complete? It is off. It still doesn't say what to do. Oh, I see. Okay. I see what it's doing. Okay. Let me move my... Where do I want it? I want it right... there. There we go. Okay. See, under... I swear, deep breaths. Okay, so now I know. I didn't know it did that. Because I only saw the to be continued, and then I told it to hide when there's none available, and so obviously when I finished, it went away. Do. The hell are you? Measure. What do I look? Thunderclap. Ah, just the pupil I was hoping to see. I was a hair's breadth from setting out on my own. To look at you, yes, I dare say you appear to have been growing in brawn at the expense of brain. You just call me dumb? Right, well, let us measure some ether, shall we? And by we, I mean you. Oh, and the monk simpleton, of course. Though, contrary to his nature, he has already set out for the destination I assigned him. Thinking perhaps that you are far too stupid to take, much less understand, etheric readings. It is true. You are stupid. I don't like your fucking tone, Eric. But the etherometer shall do all the work for you and transmit the data back to me. As souls more suited to action, the monk simpleton and yourself need only carry the device on your person and set about beating on things as you always do. It shall capture data as you trudge about hither and yon. Ether is not only the source of all magics, but also the fount of all life. Yet despite its ubiquity, it remains imperceptible. When a living thing dies, the ether comprising its life is released. When this discharge takes place, a portion of that ether remains lingering in the physical world. No doubt you have ethereal crystallizations, physical manifestations, apparitions of the deceased, babble, luminescent glow, babble, known as the ethereal threshold. Am I zoning out? Is that what that is? In short, the more violent and dramatic the loss of life, the greater the amount of ether left behind, either in its imperceptible form or in crystallizations. And where are the most lives lost in this manner? Cemeteries? No! False, you idiot! Battlefields! Do you not see? With etheric readings of those locations, we can discern the scale and more of the battles that took place there. As for those fools' beliefs the monkhood keeps, chakra and spiritual energies and whatnot, if I were to allow that they truly exist, I'd be inclined to say they are one and the same as ether itself. The ether churning around these ancient battle sites comes to naturally settle in the surrounding life, both plant and animal, though more so in the latter. It accumulates within them. Felling these beasts then releases that ether, causing a surge that resonates with the ether within you, causing it to expand the so-called opening of the chakra. By this, the very power of life itself within you grows. A watered-down explanation, but it was very long, Eric, but adequate for one of your mental prowess, I believe. Mine own wife never had the patience for such things either, nor my passion. She cursed me and my work, took our children, and returned to El Amigo. I wonder why, Eric. But now is not the time for that tale. The area I'm placing in your charge is a Bloodshore in eastern Lanasia. Place this etherometer in an appropriate location, and after a spell, retrieve it and bring it to me. I obtain the data I require, and you and the monk simpleton are afforded the chance to indulge your, how shall I put it, charming little backward fantasies. All are happy. Eric, you got a lot to say. Like, did you freaking talk your wife to death? Damn. Ideally, I would prefer you have a knowledgeable understanding of Bloodshore's history, but I fear we lack the time for me to educate you. I need to hardly tell you that my research takes precedence over your schooling. Just let me go, bro. Can you stop doing monk? Better yet, just job skip. I'll allow it, just so I don't have to hear from this dude. What's that you say? I can purchase a skip? Nah, man, play it normally. I do believe that I'm allowed to do a, what the fuck is it called again? Shit, I forgot what it's called already. A skip. Boost! That's the word. You were just complaining earlier that you didn't know how to do 30 stuff. I know I was. I'm not gonna boost. I'm not gonna boost. No need to worry. I'm not boosting. If you do, though, I will torment you by spinning the boss as much as possible. I'm stunned. That doesn't hurt Monk anymore, though. There was one thing already that I read where it does say that it does more damage if I'm behind them or something like that. But it's not, I guess, as bad as it was before. I don't know. I don't know shit about anything, so. They have 2 positionals. Rear and flank. How many of these damn Aurelia do I need to kill? Oh, just 2. Okay, cool. Deliver it to what's-his-face at the Goldsmith's Guild. Can't wait. I could just do this. Hold up. And then to the Goldsmith's Guild. Oh, Buckeye, did you hear me earlier? Your clip, the clip where you fell out of the ceiling next to me in Amarat, it tied with the LB. Okay. Make sure you pick out what you want. $15 worth. So I can buy it and take care of that today. Eric, have you brought the etherometer? I don't know. Did I? I'm dumb. I don't know. Maybe I didn't. It seems the device has suffered some damage. I suppose such things are unavoidable in this line of work. I must see to its repairs at once. This is, after all, why I put up here at the Goldsmiths Guild. I don't want to make you pay for anything else. You're not making me pay for anything. Pick out your shit. Or I'm going to pick something random for you. My etherometer is no ordinary device. I came up with the elaborate design myself. Had the finest engineers at Garland Ironworks draft the schematics, and then commissioned the most talented goldsmiths to fabricate it. Widdergilt delivered the results of his outing not long ago. I must insist that you take your leave of me now. There's a wealth of data for me to analyze, and I fear that simply having you nearby will somehow affect the processing power of my brain. Preparing the etherometer and determining which locations to next investigate will require some time. Why don't you go and train those muscles of yours or whatever it is you do in my absence? Sure, buddy. I don't like this guy. I don't like him at all. He's kind of a dick. Just saying, kind of a dick. I have opened a chakra within me. Did you guys hear my cat just now? He just yelled at me. Okay, so I'm done with that. And now it has nothing. Okay. Let's see here. Where is my tab? There's one tab. Okay. Stay muted. Cool. Okay, so that is going to be it for me today. I did give back the 15 minutes that I owed for being late. Which again, I'm so sorry. I didn't think I'd be 15 minutes late. I thought I'd be fine. But I was not. We're gonna go ahead and raid. Yeah, what the hell's his name? The Palskinator. He's playing The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, guys. And congratulations to Buck and Rogers for winning that contest. Thank you for participating in it. It tickled me pink reliving some of those memories, especially the ones where Buckeye killed me multiple times, where he rescued me into a death. That was fun. But anyway, other than that, I will be back tomorrow. I am going to stream a little bit longer tomorrow because it is the new year. And I might start a little bit earlier. We'll see how I feel and if I get all my errands done that I need to get done. But otherwise, thanks so much for hanging out with me, guys, and I will see you guys tomorrow.